my name is Arya, and today we'll be talking about comedy. Not everyone will find everything funny, but I'd like to think I have a good sense of humor. Sometimes I crack myself up. I wish I could be a comedian, but I'd rather watch comedians make me laugh. After all, laughter is the best medicine. I discovered SR Bros on YouTube. They are a couple of African guys and one Pakistani guy making fun of themselves. This video I found funny because it's kind of true. I'm not sure if American moms are that lenient, but compared to African moms, perhaps 100% more. Watch this carefully. American Mom, played by Ali. Roshan and Shukran are in it too.
"1 a.m. Where's my son? I wonder if he's okay. My God. What? 1:15? Oh my God. Where's my son? Basically.
Hey Mom, I'm home.
Thank God you're safe.
کجا رفته بودی ها؟
مگرفه خدا کمک میکردم. موتر خراب شده بود. من که در رفقای خود بودم.
که در رفقای خداخوری خدافیزی کرده باشی. والا کدی پریشتم.
لا اله الا الله.
Son! Oh my God, what happened? Somebody call 911. Oh my God, let's go to the hospital, son. Let's go.
بابا
چه شده بچه؟ چه شده؟ پایت چه شد؟
فوتبال میکردم پای ما گار شد.
چی؟ چند دفعه گفتم فوتبال نکن؟ چند دفعه گفتم؟ چرا پایین شکست؟ دستم مشکست؟ چند دفعه گفتم؟
Okay Mom, I'm going out with my friends.
Oh hey, here's my credit card. But don't buy yourself another 16-inch TV like last time, okay? Here you go, enjoy.
مادر من بیرون میرم.
کجا میری؟ کس کی میگردی؟ که دخترها میگردی؟ موتر کی میدوانه؟ لایسنس داره؟ تا کجا پارک میکنن؟ پیسه دار هستن یا غریب هستن؟ با تربیه هستن؟ پایلوش خو نیستن؟ کار میکنن؟ مکتب رفتن؟ خانه دارن؟ که گنگسترها میگردی؟ رفقای کیست؟ رفقایت من میخوایم ببینم.
مرا تیر از می بیرون رفتنتان.
Now here are some of my favorite comedians that are some mixed heritage born in the US or born in other countries. My first favorite comedian is Jobrani, who recently made a movie called Jimmy Westwood, American Hero. Maz also wrote a book called I'm Not a Terrorist, but I Play One on TV. Maz is from Iran and he came to the United States when he was 6. He's been in random shows and all sold-out comedy tours. Here you go.
Hey guys, this is Jobrani, and this is a clip from my new comedy special, I Come in Peace. Get it now.
Oh my God. So I was born in Iran, and I've grown up in America, so I'm also American. I have the American passport. Because, you know, I like to travel. Because if you only have an Iranian passport, you're not going far. Not a lot of countries that welcome me with open arms these days. It's like Syria, Venezuela, North Korea. That's about it. You're like, Dad, are we gonna spend the summer in North Korea again? Yes, son. Until you get your American passport, every summer North Korea. If you go to the Kim Jong-il water park. It is a very oppressive water park. One of the rides is waterboarding. No, wait, that's the Dick Cheney water park. Different water park. But still, thanks for recognizing that. So I got my passport in the US, and I know it's the same here in Sweden. When you get your passport, when you were born somewhere else, it still says where you were born in the passport. Yeah, because I remember getting my American passport. I was like, woohoo, gonna travel. Open it up, it said, born in Iran. Oh, come on. That's not gonna help me get around. It's like having bad credit. I thought I paid this off, man. You know what's been crazy? I've never had trouble traveling in any of the Western countries. US, Canada, Sweden, doesn't matter. You got an American passport, come on in. You know where I had trouble? With some of the Arab countries. Because some of the Arab countries don't get along with Iran. Some of the Arab countries don't get along with each other. Contrary to what some Americans think, the whole area is not one country. I don't know if you guys have the same types in Sweden, but I've run into conversations there with some people. Just bomb the whole goddamn, just bomb the goddamn. Just bomb the whole goddamn, just bomb the goddamn. Just bomb the whole goddamn. And you try to explain, like, but they're different countries. He's like, then just bomb the whole goddamn. Bomb the goddamn. Yeah, man, I was doing shows in Kuwait, and I guess Kuwait doesn't get along with Iran. I didn't know this. I was going through passport control, and the Kuwaiti guy saw me coming with my American passport. He goes, "Oh, American, great." And he opened up, he goes, "Born in Iran, wait." Then he started asking me random questions. He goes, "What is your father's name?" I go, "Well, he's passed away. His name was Khosrow." He goes, "What is your grandfather's name?" I go, "How far back we going with?" He goes, "Just answer." I go, "Well, he passed away a long time ago. His name was Jabbar." Then he goes, "You wait, I'll be back." And he walked away, and I started freaking out. Because I don't know what kind of crap my grandfather was into. I was gonna come back, we've been looking for you for 200 years. Your grandfather's a parking violation. It's way overdue. He was parked in a handicap zone. With a handicapped camel. He did not have a handicapped camel back then. You owe us $2 billion. Any Jewish people here now? Any Jewish people? There we go. Jews. Where's my? Are there any Lebanese? I'm sorry. We have. Are there any Palestinians? Palestinians? What, Palestinians? Okay. Oh, you guys are near each other. That's fantastic. That is beautiful. Only in Sweden would a Jew and an Arab sit next to each other. You guys should get the Nobel Peace Prize just for that. That's awesome, man. I love the fact that you guys are so close, and I hope you guys, the whole point is we got to get them together. You know what I'm saying, Eugene? And like, I don't like to get them too close. I don't like to get them too close because a lot of times fights break out when they get too close. And I'd like you both to behave tonight, by the way, okay? Palestinian, I don't want you like throwing anything at the Jew. If you have like rocks or, Molotov cocktails, you keep that to yourself. Jew, I want you to behave. Don't take her seat. That's her seat. Let her keep her seat. What? What I say? You notice how they all started clapping right there? You see how they all started clapping? See, we love to celebrate life. We love to dance. A lot of people in the West don't know the people from that part of the world, Middle East, like to dance and laugh and celebrate. I swear, when I did the Acting Evil comedy tour, it came out on Comedy Central. I went online to see what people were saying about it. I ended up on the Sean Hannity website. It's a conservative website. One guy wrote another guy. He said, "I never knew these people laughed." Because think about it, you never see, Middle Easterners laughing in American film or television, right? Maybe like an evil, like, "Whoa, I will kill you in the name of Allah." Oh. But never like, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." We love to laugh. We love to dance. Oh, my God. You saw, they just started clapping. Wherever we are, if we hear clapping, we have to dance. We could be on an airplane and the pilot has said, "Everyone fasten, we're about to land." Someone starts clapping, I have to dance. I can't. He's clapping. Try it. Next time you're landing, just start clapping. Some Middle Eastern guy will get up. We love to dance. The U.S. said they wanted to win the hearts and minds of the Middle East, so we attacked. We shouldn't have attacked. We should have sent over clapping troops. Just put them anywhere there's any trouble, have them start clapping, the fighting will stop. Sunnis and Shiites killing each other in Iraq, just go and clap, it'll stop. They'll be fighting, they hear the clapping. I have to dance, I kill you later, I'm dancing, I can't kill you right now. I'm dancing. Next week, I call you, then I kill you. We call you. We make it. It's in the blood. Eugene, you ever been to one of our parties? You ever been to the Persian party? Okay, here's my advice to my my Swedish friends, my white friends. Oh, if you've never been to a Persian party, here's the advice: if you ever go and you don't want to dance, get out of the room, because they will track you down. You could be hanging out in the corner and be like, oh, look, the Persians are dancing. Whatever, I'm just going to hang out, have a pistachio, relax. Look over, Eugene, come on, Eugene, come on. Like, no, I don't feel like it. Eugene, I don't feel. And then they start a chant, which basically translates to Eugene must dance. Eugene must dance. Yeah, they go, Eugene bayad beraqse. Eugene bayad beraqse. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to make a point. They want you to dance right now. That's how crazy. There you go. Oh yeah. There you go. Look, beautiful. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yes. That's how we roll. Did you see? With the clapping, you said you never danced, but you were dancing Persian. It's in the rhythm. You're like, oh my God. It's fun, man. We celebrate life. And it's not just us, the Arabs too. The Arabs, you guys celebrate too. If you ever go party with the Arabs, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna rest your hands for like a month before you go. Because the rest of the world, they clap like this, okay? The Arabs, they take all those years of fighting and oppression, being in the sun. Eugene, ready, habibi? Yeah. Yalla. Where's my Iranians, my Persians at? My Iranians. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And where's my just white Swedes? White. Woo, there you go. Thank you for coming. Are you friends with Persians? Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, fantastic. Great. Are you guys together? Oh, okay. Because you were sitting apart. That's kind of. What's your name, Swedish man? Eugene. Is that a very Swedish? Well, thank you, Eugene. We love you, and we're happy to have white people with us. It really helps. It helps us, especially at the airport. If you could just follow us all to the airport, that would be great. We'd really like that. You should be able to just dial a friend. You know, Eugene, I'm going to the airport. I'll be there. I'll come with you. Just kind of see us off. Oh, that's funny, man. Iranians, we've had a pretty... What's your name, Iranian guy right here? Arvin. Why'd you think about it for a second? He was like, Arvin. You thought about it, huh? Arvin. You weren't sure. Is Arvin? Arvin, we've had a pretty good year. Iranians in the West, we've actually had some good news. Like we won the Academy Award. Best foreign film, right? It was Separation. That's right. But when I say we won, I mean Asghar Farhadi won the award. But we're all taking credit for it because that's how we are. Usually we don't like to admit we're Iranian. Like you saw how he paused for... Usually, you know, we're like, no, I'm not, I'm Armenian Iranian, so I'm actually Armenian, not really Iranian. I'm from the north, like near, I'm Turkish. I'm more Turkish. I was in Mexico one time. I'm Mexican. I'm not Iranian. Not at all. But when something good happens, I'm Iranian. We take credit. Actually, I saw Asghar Farhadi at a party one time, and I told him the story for Separation. And, you know, I can't believe he didn't thank me when he was winning. I would like to thank Arvin for the story of a separation. Oh, We've been doing all right in the West. We have a baseball player in Major League Baseball that's Iranian. Yeah, we have an Iranian. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you, because look, I looked this stuff up, okay? And then I let the world know, because we're looking for good news. I was watching. He's actually an Iranian Japanese. His first name Yu. That's not us. Last name Darvish. That could be us. I looked it up. He's half Iranian, half Japanese. We'll take credit. I don't care, half, whatever. He's like our own Barack Obama. That's what it is. We will take half. This guy is half of us.
Hope you enjoyed Maz. He's a very nice guy. We speak the same language, but in a different dialect. Hopefully someday we will meet, but probably will end up speaking in English. My next favorite comedian is my friend Dean Obeidallah. He has his own column in the Daily Beast. He is wanted by the media because he's so intelligent and smart. He used to be a lawyer, but he thought comedy was much more funnier. Here are some of his clips I found and a trailer for his documentary, co-produced by Negin Farsad, another Iranian-American comedian like Jobrani. Dean is half Italian and half Palestinian. You will hear him explain in his comedy skits. Two very nice people, Dean and Negin.
No mistake about it. Islam is a violent religion. Is there a Muslim problem? Look what's happening.
We are dealing with a culture that is in its medieval era.
These are young, angry terrorists who want to kill you, and they want to kill me, and you know it. Stop with the PC crap.
Can I invite you to a stand-up comedy show? It's absolutely free. It's tonight at 8 o'clock. It's called The Muslims Are Coming. There's a bunch of Muslims on stage, but they're hilarious.
Al-Qaeda claims responsibility for things they could have never done. Did you know the eclipse? We did it for Allah.
The goal of the tour is to go out to Middle America using comedy, reaching out to people beyond our community.
And give America this big Muslim hug. Come on, America, bring it in. Yeah. Yeah, that feels good.
People don't notice minorities usually until either one of them has a hit song or does something horrible.
Well, how do you feel about 9/11?
Today is the day. A live Muslim is here to answer your questions.
Why doesn't the Muslim community be more proactive in denouncing terrorism?
Why do I have to prove to you that I'm not dangerous?
If you're constantly trying to prove that you're the model minority, it's exhausting.
Oh, wait, we have unemployment? What about those Muslims?
I'm standing in the middle of the dance floor, and I see this dude checking me out. And so I did what any good Muslim girl would do, and I allowed him to grind up on me right here.
I would much rather the edgy Muslim who says vagina is the one that we're more associated with than the edgy Muslim who kills people.
The Mormons asked me if I wanted to be a missionary when I turned 19, and I said, look, to an Arab, a mission's a whole different deal.
I don't know, like, if Muslims watch this documentary, if they'll consider these comics proper representations of Islam.
I wish I had more support from some subsects of the Muslim community, and I don't.
I wish these folks the best. They may well be setting themselves up to be killed.
Comedy has a huge role to play for saying things that the mainstream media will not say.
Any dummy can enjoy a nice stand-up show.
What a great moment for Muslims. The eyes are upon you now.
You have to appeal to what is un-American about Islamophobia. You have to make an appeal based on American values.
The casing flew back into my cleavage.
Hey, we work with you. We're your neighbors. We're nice. We make pie. We hate gays, but outside of that, we're just nice normies.
Muslims, you know they are coming.
We've just let the gays in recently. The fact that the Muslims are coming in now, things are getting a little crowded in the green room, if you know what I'm talking about.
Roads.
Pre-9/11, honestly, I was just a white guy living a white guy life. All my friends had names like Monica and Chandler and Joey and Ross. Then 9/11 happened, and I, for the first time in my life, became an Arab. And I'm happy about it. I mean, I've gotten to travel and perform in the Middle East. I've done shows in Beirut, in Haifa, Ramallah, and Dubai. It was fun. I was a hostage, but it was it was an amazing tour, you know. The terrorist, I can choose to introduce myself into the conflict or not.
Hello, Mom. It's a bath time.
My father was a Muslim, and my mom is Catholic. And I was raised primarily Christian, but I was raised exposed to both Islam and Christianity. And my father would talk to me at night about Islam. He gave me $1 for learning the whole prayers. But my dad, he would come to church on Christmas and Easter, be part of the family. It was very nice. And this is a completely true story. He took communion one time. Comes back, I go, what do you think of communion? He goes, it needs more salt. Passed away about a year before 9/11, and I always wonder, in a way, how upset he would have been by these terrorist attacks of 9/11 and in the name of Islam. Like, he would have been outraged by this. I really wish that a drug company in America would have come out with a medication for us, like our own Paxil or Zoloft. Like, you turn on TV and say, hello, are you depressed because no one wants to fly on the same plane as you? Are you anxious because you resemble several people on the government's most wanted list? Are you angry because every time you go to the airport, you're randomly selected for extra screening? And you need Arabigan.
Alcohol's banned because it's an Islamic republic. So Iran actually, because of that, feels a lot like Prohibition-era United States, right? It's literally the roaring 1320s over there. Because people get wasted. Despite the laws, they just do it at the Iranian equivalent of American speakeasies. And speakeasies are the same wherever you go. There's always like, you know, the one dude Hassan who runs the joint, he's always like, oh, you better get your rear end over here and pay for that bathtub gin, see? You know, and then there's always like that hooligan Yusuf who's up to no good, and he's like, geez, Pasha, I think you're the bee's knees, but I better go move my jalopy before they start the Friday prayer, see? You know? And then there's always like that one dame with the chador that never stops. And she's like, well, you boys are lucky I don't tell the local imam how splificated you are. And then Hassan's like, oh, you better get that dame out of here. And Yusuf is like, oh, geez, boss, don't do that. I mean, I think I'm in love. I mean, look at her eyebrows. So it's just like, it's just a lot of like, yeah, see? And that is literally what Iran is like.
My next favorite comedian is Maysoon Zayid. She's a Twitter friend and was hoping to meet her when I was in New York visiting my acting buddy, Donnie Kishowers, who is in the TV show Forever. I'll share some of Maysoon's talk that was shared by random friends on Facebook. She's a very inspirational, funny, and she runs Maysoon Kids.
My name is Maysoon Zayid, and I am not drunk. But the doctor who delivered me was. He cut my mom 6 different times in 6 different directions, suffocating poor little me in the process. As a result, I have cerebral palsy, which means I shake all the time. I'm like Shakira meets Muhammad Ali. CP is not genetic. It's not a birth defect, you can't catch it. No one put a curse on my mother's uterus, and I didn't get it because my parents are first cousins, which they are. It only happens from accidents, like what happened to me on my birthday. Now, I must warn you, I'm not inspirational. I don't want anyone in this room to feel bad for me. Because at some point in your life, you have dreamt of being disabled. Come on a journey with me. It's Christmas Eve. You're at the mall. You're driving around in circles looking for parking. And what do you see? 16 empty handicap spaces. And you're like, God, can't I just be a little disabled? Also, I gotta tell you, I got 99 problems and palsy is just one. If there was an oppression Olympics, I would win the gold medal. I'm Palestinian, Muslim, I'm female, I'm disabled, and I live in New Jersey. My father's mantra was, you can do it, yes you can. So, if my 3 older sisters were mopping, I was mopping. If my 3 older sisters went to public school, my parents would sue the school system and guarantee that I went too. And if we didn't all get A's, we all got my mother's slipper. My father taught me how I walk when I was 5 years old by placing my heels on his feet and just walking. Another tactic that he used is he would dangle a dollar bill in front of me and have me chase it. My inner stripper was very strong, and by the first day of kindergarten, I was walking like a champ who had been punched one too many times. Growing up, there were only 6 Arabs in my town, and they were all my family. Now there are 20 Arabs in town, and they are still all my family. I don't think anyone even noticed we weren't Italian. I grew up watching Whoopi Goldberg, Roseanne Barr, Ellen, and all these women had one thing in common. They were comedians. So I became a comic. My first gig was driving famous comics from New York City to shows in New Jersey. And I'll never forget the face of the first comic I ever drove when he realized that he was speeding down the New Jersey Turnpike with a chick with CP driving him. I performed in clubs all over America, and I've also performed in Arabic in the Middle East, uncensored and uncovered. Some people say I'm the first stand-up comic in the Arab world. I never like to claim first, but I do know that they never heard that nasty little rumor that women aren't funny and they find us hysterical. In 2003, my brother from another mother and father, Dean Obeidallah, and I started the New York Arab American Comedy Festival, now in its 10th year. Our goal was to change the negative image of Arab Americans in media, while also reminding casting directors that South Asian and Arab are not synonymous. Mainstreaming Arabs was much, much easier than conquering the challenge against the stigma against disability. My big break came in 2010. I was invited to be a guest on the cable news show Countdown with Keith Olbermann.
Joining me now, comedian and Countdown contributor Maysoon Zayid, who leaves here for appearances in Chicago on March 2nd and 3rd, and we'll remind you of that at the end. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Newt Gingrich does not know this yet, but he can't be president. He's not going to wind up being president. So what I was thinking, he still can be as unpopular as any American politician who's ever lived. What can he do to achieve this? What can he do to make himself more unpopular?
To be even less liked?
Yes.
He could strap his dog to the roof of his car and drive for 12 hours.
That's old hat.
He could leave his cancer-stricken wife. Oh, wait,
no.
He did that too.
Rerun.
What if he shot Bambi? I mean, Bambi's mother's already dead. Shoot Bambi. That's all he's got.
Dick Cheney-like, though. You know, and it's Dick Cheney he'd be competing with for least popular, I would think.
Exactly. My crooked journey has taken me to some very spectacular places. I got to walk the red carpet, flanked by soap divas Susan Lucci and the iconic Lorraine Arbus. I got to act in a movie with Adam Sandler and work with my idol, the amazing Dave Matthews. I toured the world as a headliner on Arabs Gone Wild. I was a delegate representing the great state of New Jersey at the 2008 DNC, and I founded Maysoon's Kids, a charity that hopes to give Palestinian refugee children a sliver of the chance my parents gave me. But the one moment that stands out the most was when I got, before this moment, but the one moment that stands out the most was when I got to perform for the man who flies like a butterfly and stings like a bee, has Parkinson's and shakes just like me, Muhammad Ali. It was the only time that my father ever saw me perform live, and I dedicate this talk to his memory. Allah yarhamak yaba. My name is Maysoon Zayid, and if I can, you can.
That's it for my comedy segment. I hope you had lots of laugh and cries. Please join me next time.